Hello children, good morning. Okay, so how's everyone doing? I hope all of you might have been doing fine at home, right children? So today children, before beginning the class, we'll just see what's the date today. Okay, so it's 30th July 2021 and the day is Friday. Okay, so children, before beginning about what topic we will be studying today, we will just see, okay, that what is sun and wind is. Okay, so I hope all of you might have been knowing what is the sun, right? So that hot planet, okay, that used to come out during the daytime is so hot and is yellow in color, right? That is the sun. And then we will see what is the wind is. Okay, so children, wind is, okay, the moving air, okay. So with this children, we will begin our story today. Okay, so we will be studying with unit 3. All right, and in this unit there is a lesson, that is the wind and the sun. Okay, so children, with this title, what do you understand, the wind and the sun? Okay, so the wind and the sun, if I say, then you can just figure out that there might be something in the story about the wind and the sun. Okay, so children, now we will see the story thoroughly. Okay, so here you see, if you have your book, okay, in page number 46 here. Okay, so as I had told you in the last class, okay, whenever we begin any story or poem, what we need to do is that we need to see who has written the poem, okay, or who has written a particular story or something, or from where the particular poem or any story has been adopted. So this story, okay, the wind and the sun, this is adopted from Aesop's fables. Okay, so children, what is a fable is F-A-B-L-E-S, fables. Okay, so what is a fable is, children? Fable is a collection of short stories. Okay, so this story, the wind and the sun, has been adopted from the short stories of Aesop's. Okay, so I hope it's clear, children. So now we will go through line by line. Okay, so here it is written that wind. Okay, so you see children, this is in a form of dialogue. Okay, so here the wind is speaking. All right, so what the wind is saying now, we will see. Wind, sun, can you see that man walking down the road? Okay, so children, here the wind is making question. Okay, so you see here, students, a picture has been given. This is the sun, okay, and this is the wind. All right, the sun and the wind. Okay, so one day what happened, this wind, okay, he saw a man passing through a road. Okay, and then the wind, he said to sun, okay, wind said to the sun. Okay, now we will see what the wind said. He said that, can you see that man walking down the road? So if you can see the picture here, you will find that the man is walking down the road. Okay, so that is what the wind was asking, that can you see this man walking down the road? Okay, then I can get his coat off more quickly than you. So now you see children, this wind, he is challenging the sun. Okay, and what the wind is challenging is that he is saying that he can get off the coat of this man, okay, faster than the sun. So the wind, he is saying that he can get off the coat. So what is a coat, children? So you can see here in the picture. Okay, coat is that warm cloth, okay, kind of warm cloth that we usually wear during the winter. Okay, so you see in the picture, this man, he is wearing a coat. Okay, so this is a coat. Okay, so he was proceeding wearing a coat. Okay, and by looking at that man, what did this wind say? He said that I will be able to take off, okay, the coat of this man more faster than you can. Okay, so then we will see what happened next. Okay, Then sun smiling, we will see who is stronger. I will let you try first. So then when the wind he said so and so, okay, that he is more stronger than sun and he can take off the coat of this man more faster than him, then what reaction did sun give? He just smiled, okay, S-M-I-L-E-D. He just smiled. Who smiled, children? The sun, okay. The sun, he just gave a smiling reaction and he said, okay, let's see, okay, we will see whether who will win, okay. Who said this? The sun said that we will be seeing, okay, we will see who will win. And how did he say? The sun, he said this thing by smiling, okay, that they will see who will win. And also the sun, he gave wind the first chance, okay. What did sun give, children? He gave him the first chance, okay. The sun gave to the wind the first chance to try, okay, because the sun, we can just figure out that if sun, he happily and by smiling he accepted the challenge, then this sun, he might have been very much confident enough that he will only be winning. So that is why the sun, he just by smiling he said that okay, you try, I will give you the first chance and we will see who will win, okay. When the wind, he said that he can take off the coat of the man faster than the sun could, okay. I hope, children, up to this much here it is clear. So with this we will see further what happened, okay. Then you see here, children, it's written, wind puffing his cheeks and blowing hard. So children, what is the meaning of puff? Puffing means what? P-U-F-F-I-N-G. So puffing means, children, to take air inside your mouth, okay, or to take air somewhere inside, okay, to take air inside, okay, to take air inside. So what the wind did here is, children, wind puffed his cheek and blowing hard. So wind, this one wind, okay, what did he do? The wind, he puffed his cheeks. Children, what do you understand when I say puffed his cheeks? Puffed his cheeks means this is the cheeks, okay, this is the cheeks. So he just took the air inside, okay, he inhaled. Inhaled means to take the breath in, okay. So he inhaled like this he did, and he puffed his cheeks, okay, like this way he did, okay. Whenever you also take breath in, okay, and you puff your cheeks, your face become like this, okay. So this wind, he did the same thing. He just took the breath in hardly, okay, like this, and then what did he do? And blowing hard, okay. And blowing hard means, children, he released the air hard from his mouth, okay, like this way, okay. So this is what the wind did. He inhaled the air, okay, hardly, and he puffed his cheeks and then he blew it hard. That means he released that air with a pressure, okay, like everything around him will be blown away, okay. So children, you might have seen sometime when the air is blowing very hard, okay, then what happens? Everything around our surrounding, it used to blow away, right? So that was the intention of the wind, okay. And why did he blew that air inside, children, hardly? Because the wind, he wanted to take the coat of that man off, okay. So the wind, he puffed his cheeks, children, you can see here, okay, it's given in your book, page number 46. It's written in cursive that he puffing his cheeks and blowing hard. Whoo, okay, you see what the pronunciation of WHOOO will be? It will be foo, okay. So this is what the wind did. He puffed the air inside and he puffed his he inhaled the air inside and he puffed his cheeks and then he blew the air with a pressure. Okay, now you see what happened. Men, how strong the wind is today. Okay, who is speaking now, children? The man is speaking. Okay, and what is he saying? How strong the wind is today. It is blowing my coat away. I must hold it tightly around myself. So here is the picture given. You see, children, this is the wind. Okay, and you see his cheeks, it is puffed. Okay, that means what he has done? The wind, he has inhaled the air hardly. Okay, and he has puffed his cheeks and he has blown the air very hard. That means with a pressure he has taken out that air from his mouth. Okay, and why did he do that? So that he could take off the cloth of this man. Okay, and when such happened, okay, when the wind, he blew the air with a pressure, okay, with a high pressure, then the man, okay, what did he say? He said that today the wind is very strong. Okay, today the wind is very strong because everything around him was blowing away with the pressure of the air. Okay, so the man, he thought that his coat will be blown away. Okay, his coat will be blown away. So what the man did is that you can see here in the picture, children, he holded his coat tightly, okay, round himself. So this man, he told to himself, okay, that today the wind, oh, it's blowing very strongly, so I must hold my coat tightly. Okay, so with both his hand, what the man did is that he just took his coat and he held it like this very tightly. Okay, so that his coat may not get blown away with the pressure of the air. Okay, then here we will see in page number 47 here. Okay, in page number 47, man, okay, pulling his coat more tightly, So what's the meaning of tightly, children? What is the meaning of tight? T-I-G-H-T. Tight means, something which is not very loose or not loose kind of, which is, holding something without any space in between, very hardly and tightly. Okay, that is the meaning of tight. Okay, something which is not loose. Alright, so you see here, children, man pulling his coat more tightly. How cold is it? Wind, sun, I gave up. So when the wind, he blew the air, okay, so what happened to the man? Children, you might have experienced that sometime it's a sunny day, you are feeling hot, and then suddenly, air or the wind, it used to blow, and what happens is that you happen to feel normal, you don't feel hot anymore. Okay, and in the story, now back to the story, you see this man, it was not very sunny day, okay, just a normal day it was, and the man was walking with a coat. But when, children, during the winter time, okay, when we are just wearing sweater or we are wearing coat or something like that, we are just okay with it. But when suddenly wind, it used to blow hardly, okay, that what happens? We start to feel cold, right? We start to feel cold. During summer, children, when the wind blows, then what happens is that we just feel normal. Okay, but during winter, okay, when the wind blows very hard, then what happens? We feel cold. So this is what happened. Okay, when this wind, he blew the air very strongly, at that time what happened? At that time the man, he happened to feel what? He happened to feel cold. Okay, he happened to feel cold. So this man, what did he do? Just because he was feeling cold, what did he do? He holded his coat more tightly around him this way. Okay, so whenever you feel cold, you just contracts yourself this way. you contract yourself this way, right? So this is what the man was also doing. It's very clearly drawn here in the picture in your book, page number 47. You see, children, how the expression of this man is. He is looking exactly like he is feeling very cold, okay, and the man is also, he is saying that I must by pulling his coat, he is saying that I must hold my coat tightly, and I should wrap it tightly, okay, so that the coat may not get blown away by the wind, and also he may not feel cold. So that is why what the man did is that he holded his coat more tightly, and then what happened, the wind, he could not blow the coat of that man away, okay. So after giving such an effort, this wind, when he was not able to blow the coat of that man away, then what this wind did, you see, children, it's written here, wind, son, I gave up. So what the wind is saying now, children, the wind, he is saying that, okay, son, I gave up. He is saying to the sun that what did he do? He gave up. So children, what is the meaning of give up? Give up means, whenever you are, if you are trying to do something, okay, and you are not able to do it, or you don't feel like doing it anymore, then what you does is that you just leave that, okay, you are just leaving it, and you are feeling like, oh, I will no more be able to do it. So that is called what? To give up, okay, to leave, L-E-A-V-E, okay. So I hope you have understood the meaning of give up, right? To leave, okay, and not to attempt anymore, or not to try anymore, okay. So this is what happened with this wind. When he tried his best, okay, to blow the coat of that man, at that time he was not able to do that, okay. So wind was disappointed, and what the wind said to the whom? To the sun, that he gave up, and gave up means to just to leave and not to do it anymore, okay. Then we will see what happened further. The wind is saying, son, I gave up, I cannot get off his coat. Now you see, children, the wind, he has himself admitted, okay, that now he will not be able to blow his coat anymore, and also he has not been able to blow his coat away. So he has now left, okay, so he has just given up. That means he has surrendered, that he will now not be able to do that, okay. The challenge that he gave to the sun, the wind, he said that now I will not be able to do that, okay. So what happened here? Sun, okay. Now who is speaking, children? Now sun is speaking. So what is the sun saying? Now it is my turn, okay, let me try. He shines hard. So up to here, children, we had been studying about what happened to wind, what he did, and all that, okay. But now we will see what the sun will be doing, okay. So now we will study about the concept of sun, what will happen and what will he do, this and that, okay. So now after the wind, he surrendered that he will not be able to do it, okay. Then the sun, he is speaking now, okay, and what the sun is saying? Now it is my turn, let me try, okay. He shines hard. So what the sun does? He shines, S-H-I-N-E-S, he shines bright, B-R-I-G-H-T. So now the sun, it's his turn, so the sun, he is shining bright, okay. Do you see, children, in the picture? It's written there, it's drawn there. The sun, he is shining bright, okay. Although he was shining, but now he is shining brighter, okay. And man, what a funny day. Now the man is speaking, okay, children. Who is speaking? The man is speaking. Oh, what a funny day. It was so cold, and now it is so hot. sun shining harder. I will make him feel hotter and hotter. So this man, you see children here, he was tightly holding his coat and he was feeling cold. But now when the sun he started to shine harder, what happened? The man, he is saying that, oh, it's so funny day, just now the wind was blowing so hard and I was feeling so cold. And you see, suddenly there is a change in the weather. Okay, the sun has come out and it is shining brighter. So at that, what the sun he said, the sun said that I will shine more brighter. Okay, I will sun more brighter, so that the heat will be more and this man, he will be feeling more hot and hotter. Okay, so then man wiping his face, I must take off my coat. Sun, wind, I have won, I have made him take off his cloth. So what happened? When the sun he started to shine brighter, then the man, he started to wipe his face. Okay, so children, it so happens usually, whenever it is too hot, okay, or suppose if you come back after playing, then what happens is that you feel so hot and then you happen to sweat, right? You happen to sweat from your face and body, everywhere you happen to sweat. And then what you does is that with your hanky or something, you just wipe your face, okay, so that you can remove the sweats from your face. So similarly, this thing happened to the man. Okay, when the sun it was shining brighter, then the man, he was sweating, and the man, in order to remove that sweat from his face, he just wiped it. Okay, because he was feeling hot. And why? Because the sun was shining very harder. Okay, so after that, I must take off his coat. So the man, he started to feel so hot that the man, he himself took off his coat. Okay, so children, it happens like especially in the month of March or February or April, sometime you during the morning you used to come to school by wearing sweater, and while going, okay, while returning back, what you does is that you just take off your sweater because you feel hot. Okay, so the same thing happened to this man. Okay, previously he was wearing coat, and then wind blew, then he took off his coat, and then the sun, it shined so hardly that the man, he started to feel hot. Okay, he started to feel warm, and then he by himself he took off his coat. Okay, so in that way, finally the sun, he was able to make that man take off his coat. Okay, so finally the sun, he said that when I have won, I have made him take off his cloth. So finally the sun, he said that you see wind. Okay, the sun, he said to the wind that whatever challenge that wind has given, okay, the wind has given the challenge to the sun, right, that he will be able to make that man take off his cloth, his coat more faster than sun. But then what happened, children? The wind, he could not. And the sun, how did he take the challenge? The sun, he took the challenge, smiling. Okay, and also the sun, he gave the first chance to the wind. Okay, but then when the wind could not, then sun, he made the attempt. And how? By shining brighter. Okay, and he made that man feel so hot. Okay, from his heat. Whose heat? From the heat of the sun. Okay, so from the heat of the sun, he made that man feel so hot that finally the man by himself, he took off the coat. And then the sun said that, you see, I have made him do that and I won. Who won, children? The sun, he said that he won. So finally in this story, we have come to know that the challenge was given by the given by the wind. Okay, children, and who got the first chance? The wind got the first chance, and finally who won? Sun won finally. Okay, so this is all about the story, children, and what we have learned from the sun is that whenever the sun shines brighter, then what happens? We feel hot, okay, due to the heat of the sun. And whenever the wind is blowing harder, then what happens? We feel cold. okay, we feel cold, and when the sun shines bright, we feel hot. Okay, so children, this is all about the story. Okay, so we will stop here, children. Okay, but what you need to do is that you have to read this story line by line, paragraph wise at home. Okay, and you have to try to relate, okay, whatever I have taught you and whatever you have understood, okay, by reading. All right, and if there is any doubt there in your mind, or if there is any confusion, you can call me or you can message me anytime. Okay, children, so this is all for today. All right, we will stop here. Okay, so thank you, children.